gracious viewers, in a party mood today, and why not with a paint pour such as this? I call it Burst of Bacchanal.
I am Mrs. Ruby Merlot. As a cultural, colorful pouring icon, I dress for every pour as one would naturally dress for dinner. I channel my muse with a quick vocal exercise, then ask my canvas what it wants to be. And now that you know my story, shall we pour?
Burst of Bacchanal. I ask my canvas what it wants to be. Now that my vocalizing has centered me, it's to the pour I shall go. Such a dazzling array of colors, and color is what this stripe swipe pour is all about. You've seen me use these very expensive aperitif glasses and golden crystal pineapple swizzle sticks before. Their graceful and festive appearance is a boon to my work. In the technique I am pursuing today, a thick pillow of house paint is the base, and only a small amount of each color is used. All the paints and materials are in the description section of my channel, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Paint pour results can be so unpredictable, but I do consider the placement of my colors carefully. I don't want identical sides, but do want some colors in common. I want to grab and pour the gold to both halves, so I put a generous amount of it as my middle stripe. I pull out my trusty gold playing cards, fresh from my trophy win with the girls at the club. As I begin to swipe, you can see the blue and yellow mix on one side to make a rich green. Green is capable of going muddy or overpowering a pour, but some is welcome in this frenzy of hues. Once again, I use the canvas claws Mr. Merlot made me. Their sophisticated design allows me to keep a firm grip on my canvas, and it keeps excess paint off my sleeves and my precious jewelry. The feet hold the canvas off the table. No more turning those unattractive plastic picnic glasses upside down to hold it up. You may request written instructions for my canvas claws by subscribing to my YouTube channel, then letting me know you want them. Mr. Merlot refuses to make them in sterling silver, but perhaps you can do so if you wish. But enough about my claws. Speaking of claws, I don't believe I've told you how my daughter-in-law got hers into my Maxwell. I know I've told you about Maxwell, my world-famous entomologist who could have been a surgeon. And I believe I've mentioned his wife, Brandy, with an I. They met a few years ago while on a work expedition in Hawaii. Deep in concentration during his exotic fruit fly tagging assignment, Maxwell slipped on an overripe passion fruit and fell into the arms of Brandy, a young colleague with whom he was, at the time, only perfunctorily acquainted. Or so he says. Well, you can imagine such a strong bond as the purple-speckled yellow-bellied fruit fly between them naturally led to marriage. Brandy chose a bug and insect theme and was assisted by her mother Candy, an exterminator. I understand the hanging bugs and spiders came from the local Halloween store. Tables were decorated with jars of fireflies, gauze cobwebs festooned the wedding tent, and each guest received a decorated fly swatter to take home. Now this power couple of the bug world is known as Braxwell to their friends and business associates. Ah, the close-ups. Glowing shades streak across the canvas, radiating loosely from the center in this wild composition. I believe the bit of green really adds to this painting, and it didn't muddy at all. Thank you, gracious viewers, for joining me today. Please let me know what pours and stories you'd like to see me tackle next. And as distasteful as this request is, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Who knows, I might send you a Bly Swatter to thank you.